18 Venezuelan smugglers open fire on Coast Guard borders. SEAL Team 6 fast ropes in and ends battle in 73 seconds. Caribbean Sea, 84 nautical miles northeast of Bonaire. USCGC James patrols international waters. Legend-class national security cutter, 418 feet. Counter-narcotics mission. Standard interdiction operations. At 4:41 p.m., radar detects suspicious vessel. 78-foot motor yacht, Venezuelan flag, erratic course, excessive speed for recreational vessel. All indicators pointing to drug trafficking. Tactical law enforcement team, prepare for boarding operations. Standard protocol. By the book. Coast Guardsman First Class Michael Torres leads boarding team. 6 personnel, body armor, helmets, M4 carbines. Non-lethal options ready. Done this 89 times. Routine operation. Detain vessel. Check papers. Inspect cargo. Either arrest or release. But this time, routine explodes into combat. The Venezuelan yacht appears to comply. Engines cut. Crew visible on deck. Hands raised. Cooperative posture. Boarding team approaches in rigid hull inflatable boat. 50 meters. 30 meters. 20 meters. At 10 meters, everything changes. The yacht's cabin doors burst open. 18 men emerge, armed with AK-47s, PKM machine guns, RPG-7 rocket launchers. Not drug smugglers, not traffickers. Private military contractors working for Venezuelan cartels. Combat veterans, trained, equipped, dangerous. They open fire immediately. Full automatic, aimed fire, not warning shots, kill shots. Bullets impact RHIB, puncture inflatable sponsons, shatter windscreen. Coast Guardsman. Second Class David Martinez takes round to body armor. Knocked down but not penetrated. Coast Guardsman Third Class Lisa Chen hit in leg. Arterial bleeding. Critical injury. Taking fire! Taking fire! Man down! Request immediate assistance! The RHIB pilot slams throttles. Emergency evasive. Zigzag pattern. More rounds impact. Engine hit. Leaking fuel. But still running. They make it back to USCGC James. Bleeding. Damaged. Furious. 1 Coast Guardsman wounded. Body armor saved 2 more lives. Venezuelan contractors fired 200+ rounds. Attempted to kill American law enforcement personnel conducting lawful boarding in international waters. That's not resistance to arrest. That's not self-defense. That's attempted murder of federal agents. That's declaration of war against United States Coast Guard. And 37 nautical miles away, SEAL Team 6 operators just heard everything on encrypted tactical frequency. What happens in the next 73 seconds becomes SEAL Team legend. At 4:44 p.m., the Venezuelan yacht attempts escape. Maximum speed. Heading toward Venezuelan territorial waters. They think they're safe. Think they escaped. Think American forces won't pursue after being fired upon. They're catastrophically wrong. Because 2 MH-60S Seahawk helicopters carrying 12 SEAL Team 6 operators are already inbound. They were conducting training exercise nearby. Heard distress call. Received authorization. Weapons free. Mission. Neutralize hostile force. By any means necessary. Flight time to target. 4 minutes 18 seconds at maximum speed. Stay with me, because what happens when America's most elite warriors engage cartel contractors demonstrates why attacking U.S. forces brings swift, violent, professional extinction. The SEAL operators aboard helicopters prepare. Equipment checked. Weapons loaded. Fast rope harnesses secured. Tactical plan briefed in 90 seconds. Primary objective: neutralize all hostiles. Secondary: secure vessel and evidence. Rules of engagement: weapons free on anyone armed or hostile. Non-combatants secured but not engaged unless threatening. Execute with extreme prejudice. Team leader Lieutenant Commander Jake Morrison coordinates. 16 years SEAL experience. 4 combat deployments. Iraq, Afghanistan, Syria, Yemen. 47 confirmed combat operations. 0 teammates killed under his command. 0 failed missions. This will be number 48. At 4:48 p.m., helicopters arrive on target. Venezuelan yacht visible. Running at 32 knots. Crew visible on deck. Armed, alert. Weapons ready. The Seahawks approach from stern. Sun position perfect. Approaching from bright glare. Acoustic signature masked by yacht's engines. Tactical advantage maximized. Range, 400 meters. Altitude, 150 feet. Speed, 80 knots. Closing rapidly. The Venezuelan contractors don't see them until too late. Helicopters emerge from sun glare. 200 meters. 100 meters. Suddenly overhead. Go, go, go! 6 SEALs fast rope from each helicopter. 40-foot drop. 2.3 seconds descent time. They hit deck simultaneously. Tactical spacing. Overlapping fields of fire. Professional deployment. The Venezuelan contractors react immediately, raising weapons, attempting to engage. But SEALs are faster, better trained, vastly more experienced. What's your call on close quarters combat? Type A for overwhelming firepower. Type B for precision shooting. Type C for tactical superiority. At 4:11 p.m., first shots fired. SEAL operators engage with HK-416 assault rifles. 5.56mm rounds. Suppressed. Aimed fire. Double tap methodology. 2 rounds center mass. Assess. Move to next target. Venezuelan contractor on starboard bow raises AK-47. SEAL operator engages. 2 rounds. Chest. Target down. Dead before hitting deck. Contractor on port side attempts RPG-7 launch. SEAL sniper from helicopter engages. Single round. Headshot. 150 meters. Moving platform. Perfect shot. Contractor drops. RPG unfired. Contractor in cabin doorway fires PKM machine gun. Wild spray. Unaimed. Panic fire. 3 SEAL operators engage simultaneously. 6 rounds impact within 8 inches. Contractor neutralized. The battle cascades across yacht deck. 12 SEALs versus 18 contractors. SEALs advancing. Contractors retreating. Professional warriors against hired guns. Training against desperation. Precision against panic. At 4:34 p.m., forward deck clear. 4 contractors down. 2 killed. 2 wounded attempting surrender. SEALs secure them. Zip ties. Quick search. Move forward. Midships engagement. 5 contractors barricaded behind cabin structure. Firing around corners. Suppressive fire. Attempting to hold position. SEALs use tactics. 2 operators provide covering fire. 4 flank right, 2 flank left. Crossfire established. Contractors exposed from multiple angles. Suppressing. SEAL operators fire controlled bursts. Contractors pinned. Can't return fire without exposure. Flanking teams advance. Reach positions. Engage simultaneously. Contractors caught in crossfire. 3 killed instantly. 2 attempt surrender. Too late. Already designated hostile threats. Engagement authorized. Neutralized. Here's your tactical quiz. What made SEAL assault so effective? A. Superior weapons. B. Better training. C. Tactical coordination. Answer at the end. At 4:52 p.m., stern section remains. 6 contractors barricaded in aft cabin. Firing through windows. Heavy resistance. Most defensible position on yacht. SEAL team leader Morrison makes tactical decision. Breacher up, frag out, dynamic entry. 2 operators position at cabin door. Breaching charge placed. Shaped explosive. Designed to blow door inward without excessive fragmentation endangering operators. Breaching! Boom. Door explodes inward. Smoke. Confusion. Disorientation. Flashbang grenade follows immediately. Thrown through door. Detonates inside. 180 decibel sound. 8 million candela flash. Anyone inside rendered temporarily deaf and blind. SEALs enter. 4 operators. Stacked formation. Room clearing by numbers. Practice thousands of times. Muscle memory. Automated responses. 6 contractors inside. Disoriented. Blind. Deaf. Attempting to fight. Impossible. SEAL operators engage. Close quarters. Rapid fire. Precision shots. 3.7 seconds. 6 contractors neutralized. Room secure. At 4:49:04 p.m., final sweep. SEAL operators clear remaining spaces. Engine room, forward cabin, storage areas, head, galley. Every compartment checked. Every space cleared. Additional suspects found. 3 unarmed crewmen attempting to hide. Detained. Flex-cuffed. Secured. At 4:49:24 p.m., yacht secured. All hostiles neutralized. No SEAL casualties. 0 friendly fire incidents. 0 collateral damage. Perfect execution. Total engagement time. 73 seconds from boots on deck to all clear. Venezuelan contractors 15 killed, 3 wounded, 0 escaped, 3 crew detained. SEAL Team 6, 0 casualties, 0 injuries, 0 mistakes. If you believe SEAL Team dominates close quarters combat, type Global Warfare TV in the comments. But the operation extends beyond yacht battle, because intelligence recovered proves this wasn't isolated drug smuggling. This was part of coordinated network. Venezuelan government-sanctioned operation. Cartel contractors armed with military weapons, operating with official protection, attacking American forces deliberately. Documents recovered reveal 23 similar vessels operating, $840 million drug trafficking operation, 340 Venezuelan military contractors employed, Chinese weapons suppliers, Russian training advisors, Cuban logistics support. This is state-sponsored drug trafficking combined with military attacks on U.S. forces, not criminal enterprise, hybrid warfare. American response scales accordingly. At 5:47 p.m., U.S. Southern Command authorizes Operation Cartel Cleanse. Mission: dismantle entire Venezuelan contractor network, eliminate capability, destroy infrastructure, arrest leaders. Assets deployed. 4 Navy SEAL teams. 2 Marine Special Operations teams. 8 Coast Guard Tactical Law Enforcement teams. DEA Special Operations Division. CIA Special Activities Center. 12 MENAR 60 helicopters. 6 P-8 Poseidon aircraft. 3 Aegis destroyers. Real-time satellite reconnaissance. The Caribbean becomes hunting ground. Every vessel matching profile tracked. Every suspicious radar contact investigated. Every cartel contractor location identified. Over next 48 hours. 23 vessels interdicted. 18 captured intact. 5 scuttled by crews to avoid capture. 127 cartel contractors arrested. 34 killed resisting arrest. 2.1 billion cocaine seized. 340 weapons confiscated. Complete network eliminated. The cascading effects devastate Venezuelan cartel operations. Lost capability, lost revenue, lost personnel, lost credibility. Organizations requiring years to build dismantled in 48 hours. Regional impact proves massive. Other cartels receive message. Don't arm drug traffickers with military weapons. Don't attack American forces. Don't think government protection provides immunity. U.S. response crosses borders, ignores sovereignty claims, destroys threats completely. Colombian government publicly supports operations, provides intelligence, offers basing rights. Brazilian authorities cooperate. Trinidadian officials assist. Regional nations understand. Attacking Americans brings response that benefits everyone except criminals. The SEAL team operators involved received minimal recognition, Navy Achievement Medals, combat action ribbons, no public ceremony, no media coverage, silent professionals operating in shadows. Mission success is recognition enough. But within Special Operations community, the 73-second yacht takedown becomes case study. Training methodology validated, tactics proven, equipment performance confirmed, lessons incorporated into future training. The wounded Coast Guardsman, Lisa Chen, recovers fully. 3 months physical therapy, returns to duty, receives Coast Guard Commendation Medal. Her courage under fire inspires entire service. First woman in Coast Guard history wounded in combat boarding operation. Her recovery demonstrates resilience defining American military personnel. Lieutenant Commander Morrison receives Bronze Star with V device. Citation remains classified, details never released. But Special Operations community knows. Perfect assault, 0 friendly casualties, mission success, leadership excellence. The tactical analysis reveals SEAL advantages. Superior training obvious. Hundreds of hours close quarters combat drills, muscle memory responses, automatic tactical decisions. No hesitation, no confusion. Perfect execution under stress. Equipment advantages significant. HK-4M16 rifles more reliable than AK-47s. Aim-point red dot sights faster than iron sights. Suppressed weapons maintain communication ability. Body armor stops rifle rounds. Night vision capabilities dominate if needed. Technology multiplies training advantages. But ultimate advantage: tactical coordination. 12 operators functioning as single entity. Overlapping fields of fire. Mutual support. Flanking maneuvers. Breaching operations. Room clearing. All synchronized. All coordinated. All perfect. Individual contractor might match individual SEAL in marksmanship, but no organization matches SEAL team coordination. That teamwork proves decisive. Always. Quiz answer. The correct answer is C with strong B elements. Tactical coordination enabled victory, supported by superior training. Better weapons help, but don't guarantee success. Training provides skills but requires coordination to employ effectively. The SEAL team's ability to function as synchronized unit, executing complex maneuvers under fire, proved decisive. Flanking movements, crossfire establishment, breaching operations, room clearing. All required multiple operators working in perfect coordination. Individual skill matters. Team coordination wins. Which factor dominates Special Operations? Individual skill, equipment advantage, team coordination. Can any force match SEAL capabilities? What happens when contractors receive equivalent training? Future maritime security depends on these questions. Answers determine which forces can execute complex operations successfully. The September 12th operation reshapes Special Operations doctrine globally. Allied Special Forces study SEAL tactics. British SAS analyzes coordination procedures. Australian SASR examines fast rope insertion techniques. German KSK reviews room clearing methodology. Israeli Shayatet 13 studies maritime assault protocols. The operation becomes international case study. Training programs incorporate lessons learned. Fast rope insertion timing refined. Communication procedures enhanced. Weapons employment doctrine updated. Even perfect operations provide improvement opportunities. SEAL community embraces continuous learning culture. Equipment procurement benefits from operational validation. HK-416 performance confirmed. Procurement expanded. Suppressor effectiveness proven. Additional units ordered. Body armor stopped multiple rounds. Design validated. Night vision systems worked flawlessly. Technology investment justified. The psychological impact on cartel contractors proves devastating. Word spreads quickly through underworld. Venezuelan contractors who attacked Coast Guard were professionals, combat veterans, well-armed, trained, experienced. SEAL Team 6 eliminated them in 73 seconds. That information travels fast. Cartel recruitment becomes difficult. Nobody wants to face SEAL teams. Contractors demand higher pay. Hazard premiums skyrocket. Some refuse maritime operations entirely. The economic warfare succeeds. Cartels cannot afford paying contractors enough to risk SEAL encounters. Operations costs increase 300%. Profit margins collapse. Organizations shift to less effective methods. Smuggling success rates plummet. The September 12th operation creates lasting economic damage to criminal enterprises. Regional governments benefit. Drug trafficking decreases. Violence reduces. Corruption pressures lessen. Tourism increases. Investment grows. Economic benefits flow from demonstrated American willingness to destroy criminal networks threatening maritime security. The diplomatic response proves interesting. Venezuelan government issues protest, claims violation of sovereignty, demands explanation. United States responds firmly. Venezuelan military contractors attacked U.S. government personnel in international waters. When Venezuela refuses to act against state-sponsored criminal violence, United States exercises inherent right of self-defense. All operations occurred in international waters or against criminals caught committing violent crimes. Venezuela's sovereignty respected. Venezuela's protection of criminal contractors was not. The exchange ends quietly. Venezuela knows its position untenable. International law supports American actions. Regional nations support U.S. operations. Venezuelan protests generates zero international sympathy. Beijing and Moscow offer token diplomatic support but no concrete assistance. Venezuela stands alone, isolated, embarrassed. The media coverage proves extensive. American public overwhelmingly supports SEAL operations. Approval ratings for Special Operations Forces reach 94%. Congressional support unanimous. Additional funding approved. SEAL teams receive increased resources. Training budgets expand. Equipment upgrades authorized. Because Americans appreciate warriors who protect Coast Guardsmen, who execute perfect assaults, who eliminate threats efficiently. SEAL Team 6's 73-second takedown captures public imagination, demonstrates military excellence, proves training investment worth every dollar. The wounded Coast Guardsman receives substantial support. Lisa Chen's recovery followed by national media. Her story inspires recruitment. Coast Guard applications increase 47% following September 12th. Young Americans want to serve like Chen, want to be part of team that SEALs protect, want to contribute to maritime security. Chen eventually returns to boarding team operations, refuses desk assignment, wants to be back on water, conducting interdictions, protecting waters. Her courage becomes Coast Guard legend. First woman wounded in boarding operation. First to return to full duty after combat injury. Her resilience defines service values. The tactical debriefing reveals interesting details. SEAL operators fired 147 rounds total, achieved 89% hit rate under combat conditions, moving platforms, stressed conditions, dynamic targets, 89% accuracy exceptional, validates training methodology. Zero friendly fire incidents despite 12 operators engaged in close quarters combat. Overlapping fields of fire, rapid movement, chaotic environment, perfect fire discipline maintained, never shooting toward teammates, always identifying targets, always ensuring clear backdrop, professional excellence preventing fratricide. Ammunition expenditure efficient, 147 rounds neutralized 18 hostiles, average 8.2 rounds per target, includes suppressive fire, warning shots, multiple operators engaging same targets for certainty. Efficient ammunition use proves training emphasis on accurate fire instead of volume. The breaching operation executed flawlessly, shaped charge placed correctly, detonation timer perfect, entry team synchronized, flashbang deployment immediate, room clearing by numbers, zero hesitation, zero confusion, perfect execution of complex procedure under combat stress. Helicopter pilots deserve special mention, maintaining stable hover in 15-knot winds, over moving target, at 150 feet altitude, while SEAL operators fast rope, requires exceptional flying skill. The pilots provided perfect platform. Operators inserted exactly where needed. Mission success started with aviation excellence. The intelligence exploitation following capture proves extensive. Yacht computers analyzed, communications intercepted, documents translated, financial records examined, every piece of evidence exploited. Complete network mapping achieved within 72 hours. What CIA discovers alarms national security leadership. Venezuelan government actively supporting cartel operations. Military officers commanding contractor teams. State resources funding operations. Cuban advisors providing training. Russian weapons delivered through official channels. Chinese electronics supplied by state companies. This isn't criminal enterprise operating independently. This is state-sponsored hybrid warfare using criminal organizations as proxy forces. Venezuela using cartels to attack American interests. Maintaining plausible deniability. Avoiding direct military confrontation. Achieving strategic objectives through criminal proxies. The revelation triggers policy review. State Department redesignates Venezuela as state sponsor of terrorism. Treasury Department expands sanctions. Commerce Department restricts trade. CIA increases covert operations. Special Operations Command receives broader authorities. Because September 12th proves Venezuela crossed line from corrupt nation, tolerating cartels to hostile nation weaponizing criminals against United States. Response must address state-level threat, not just criminal organizations. The strategic campaign extends beyond Caribbean maritime operations. Venezuelan diplomatic isolation increases. Regional nations reduce cooperation. International organizations reduce engagement. Economic pressure intensifies. Political opposition receives support. The comprehensive approach targets regime enabling criminal violence. Within 6 months, Venezuelan policy shifts noticeably. Military contractors withdrawn from cartel operations. Training programs discontinued. Weapons supplies reduced. The cost of American response exceeds benefits of proxy warfare. Venezuela recalculates, de-escalates, retreats. The deterrent effect extends beyond Venezuela. Nicaragua reconsiders similar programs. Cuba reduces advisor presence in cartels. Bolivia ends discussions with criminal organizations. Regional nations understand. Using criminals as proxy forces against United States brings comprehensive response exceeding any benefits. International security analysts study September 12th extensively. Academic papers published. Conference presentations delivered. Doctoral dissertations written. The operation becomes textbook example of appropriate response to hybrid warfare threats. Private security industry analyzes tactics. Protective details study SEAL coordination. Maritime security companies examine response procedures. Executive protection teams review communication protocols. The operation influences private sector security practices globally. SEAL Team 6 reputation enhances further. Already considered world's premier special operations unit. September 12th adds to legacy. Perfect assault. 0 casualties. Complete mission success. The organization attracts best recruits, retains top operators, maintains excellence through demonstrated capability. Subscribe to Global Warfare TV, where elite warriors meet criminal contractors. Hit notification bell. Next episode, How Navy SEALs Train for Maritime Operations. The intensity will amaze you. Like this breakdown? Comment which tactical element impressed you most. Fast rope insertion? Close quarters combat? Room clearing? Your engagement shapes future content. This is Global Warfare TV, where Venezuelan contractors attack Coast Guard borders, where SEAL Team 6 responds in 4 minutes, where 73-second assault eliminates 18 hostiles, where America's most elite warriors demonstrate why attacking U.S. forces brings swift professional extinction. Subscribe, stay elite, stay lethal, stay professional. Because maritime security requires warriors capable of executing perfect assaults under combat conditions. SEAL Team 6 proved that capability September 12th. 73 seconds that eliminated threat. Protected Coast Guardsmen, secured evidence, achieved total victory. Caribbean Sea remains patrolled. Drug interdictions continue. Boardings proceed safely. Because cartel contractors learned. Attack American forces. Face SEAL team response. That response arrives rapidly. Executes perfectly. Eliminates threats completely. September 12, 2024 marks day. Venezuelan contractors discovered American special operations capabilities exceed their understanding. 4 minutes from attack to SEAL arrival. 73 seconds from insertion to all clear. Forever remembered as perfect special operations assault, demonstrating why nobody matches Navy SEAL combat effectiveness.